So today I'm going to talk about something. It's a little bit of a controversial topic, but fit shaming. And you hear a lot about fat shaming, for instance, and it's a very common topic. And you shouldn't shame anybody for their body type. But that being said, when it comes to fat shaming, I also don't think you should do fat praising if they're unhealthy. It's okay to be comfortable with your body, but if you're flat out unhealthy, not going to shame you for it. I'll be there to support you and help you. But that's not really the focus of this one. This one is more about fit shaming. And you do hear it all the time. For example, I have a friend who posted 4 pictures of a friend of hers who recently got in shape. And it shows where he went from fat to fit. Very well. The only person to comment on it said, "Oh, I think he went too far," especially in that last photo. You can see, fuck you, bitch. Don't fucking say that kind of shit to people. They didn't do it for you, first off. That's the number one thing. They didn't fucking do it for you. They did it for themselves. Secondly, the reason why fit shaming is so bad is 99% of people who get into things like bodybuilding or powerlifting or fitness to that extreme, they did it because someone said some fucking comment like that when they were fat or out of shape or too skinny. This person didn't just randomly decide to do that. Most people don't do that. Most people look at themselves one day and are not happy with what they see, so they go on this journey to get fit to what they want to be. It's nothing to do with you. And when you fit shame, when you give someone a hard time for being too muscular or too ripped, you're taking that person back to that point where someone else may have made fun of them and said, "Oh, you're too fucking fat, you need to lose weight." Or you need to bulk up and be more muscular. You look like shit, whatever. You're taking them back there. You're doing the same fucking thing. And that's what pisses me off so much about it. You don't know someone's fucking journey and why they decided to look like that. This guy looked fantastic in my mind. I was like, Jesus Christ, I wish I could have a body like that. Genetically, it's a lot harder for me. He may just have really good fucking genetics to do it. He did it. And it looked amazing. Is it what I would want for myself? Not completely, not to that extreme, but that's just my choice. That's his journey. This is my journey, And the thing about it is, she doesn't, she even saw the picture of him fat and didn't even think for a second that maybe someone made fun of him for that. Maybe someone gave him a hard time for that, and that's why he decided to do this. You don't know. When I was younger, I was slim, trim, and in shape. I was in hella good shape. I could run 8 miles without getting winded. I could lift 40% of my body weight with my offhand above my head easily. I could overhead press my full body weight. That's not extremely strong in the sense of like strength athletes who can lift a lot more, but that's an overhead press that most people in the world can't do. The average man in this country definitely can't do it. And then in my mid to late 20s, I had a serious injury and I went completely out of shape. I went from 155 pounds up to 200 pounds, and it was all fat. And then over time, until I was able to really hit the gym full time again until this year, which is 5 years after the injury, I couldn't work out to the extent that I wanted. Now I'm getting back into shape. But if you sit there and give me a hard time because you think my waist is too trim or I'm getting too ripped, go fuck yourself. You don't know what I fucking had to go through. You don't know what anybody had to go through and why we're doing it. So don't fucking fit shame people for going too far with it. That's what their ideal is. That's what they wanted to do. They didn't want to look how they looked before, so they went off and did something about it. At least they can say that, What the fuck can you say? It's always people who have no fucking clue what they're talking about or clue what, they're just average people who will never amount to shit when it comes to fitness, and they don't understand what some people have had to go through. And so, fat shaming someone is a negative thing. My nephew he's a teenager and he's not in good shape and he's embarrassed, and it's because his father gives him a hard time about it all the time. Well, it's going to do one of two things. Either he's just going to get depressed about it, or one day he's going to wake up and he's going to do something about it. And you know what? The people who do something about it, now they're getting shit twice over. They're just getting shit on by people like you. And there's no reason for it. Who gives a fuck if they've gone too far in your mind? That's what they wanted. So just fuck off with your fucking comments. Go eat your fucking ho-hos and whatever, and just, continue being a worthless bitch the rest of your life. And, and I'm going to say this, it doesn't just go towards guys. It's worse for women who are in the fitness field. Women in the fitness field get more shit from men and women than guys do, of course, because they're too muscular. You know what, ladies? Go with it. I think you're beautiful, and it's an amazing thing that you're accomplishing. And again, people don't know your story. They don't know if you're too skinny, too overweight, if one day you tried to run and you were out of breath, whatever it was that motivated you to become the embodiment of physical perfection you're trying to be in your mind. Go with it. Fuck those people who think otherwise. You know what? It just makes me sick that people even act that way.